Everyone, it's Dr. Hodges. I'm going to do a super quick PSA on insurance and insurance coverage. I'm not going to go in on how to find out what your deductible is and all that good stuff because, quite frankly, that is a beast in and of itself. What you might owe as a patient. There are a couple of key things that patients need to keep in mind when they plan on using their insurance for doctor's visits, for surgery, or even coverage of different medications. Number one, this is a myth too. If you have a medical necessity, it will be covered by insurance. I cannot tell you how false that is. You could literally have one foot in the grave. I can tell you, if it is not a covered benefit, it does not matter what I write. It doesn't matter how many tests you have that prove that you have that problem. If it is not a covered benefit, insurance simply will not cover that for you. That's whether you need a specific surgery, if you need a specific medicine, or even if you need to go see a specific doctor for treatment of your problem. Number one, if you are a patient and you are seeking, let's say, bariatric surgery, one of the things that you can do is you can Google, the CPT code. That is, a CPT code is your surgery code. That would be see if you have coverage for specific procedures like laparoscopic sleeve, laparoscopic gastric bypass, laparoscopic duodenal switch, or revision. Then I would recommend that you contact your insurance company and say, do I have an exclusion? Meaning, is this not a procedure that is done? You can also do that for paniculectomy. I'll have these all written out for you. A paniculectomy is skin removal on your abdomen. It is not skin removal on your arms. I have found in my practice, if insurance is going to cover any type of skin removal, it's probably just going to be on your abdomen or a breast lift or really a breast reduction. There has to be documentation to help to support that. That is if, and that is a big if, it is a covered benefit. That's number one. And number two, if you can find a plastic surgeon that uses insurance to get these covered. Now, let's say you go to a doctor that does not use any insurance. If you have in-network and out-of-network coverage, then what you can always do is contact your insurance, and they will have a form that you can fill out. You can ask what the CPT code is, which is the procedure code. You can ask your surgeon the specific diagnosis codes. You have to have two things. What is a diagnosis? Meaning, what are you being treated for? Is it the flu? Is it morbid obesity? Is it skin laxity? What is it? Is it chronic skin infections? You need a diagnosis and you need the actual procedure. Your doctor can get that to you. Then you as a patient can submit that claim yourself to the insurance company. The way that process generally works is that you would go to your surgeon and you would pay for that procedure on your own to that surgeon. Your surgeon is going to have nothing to do with your insurance. And then you're able to submit a claim yourself and then get a reimbursement if it is a covered benefit. I think all these things are going to be key. I think the very first thing that you need to do is, as a well-rounded patient, is you need to call your insurance company, number one, and find out what your basic benefits are. You need to find out what is your deductible. You need to find out, do you have bariatric benefits? You can then ask, are medical weight loss medicines covered? If so, you need to ask specifically what those medications are. The last thing you need to do is sit back in a comfy chair, get something to drink, because I promise you, you'll be put on hold, especially if you call later on in the day. Best time to call your insurance company is first thing in the morning. If you call later on in the day, you're going to be put on hold. Also, while they're looking things up to see, do you have coverage for this? Do you have coverage for that? Again, they'll probably put you on hold. If you want to be a well-informed patient, then contact your insurance company and find out what your deductible is, what your co-insurance out-of-pocket is. Also ask to see if there are certain procedures that are going to be covered by your insurance company. Because if you think having a doctor write a letter for medical necessity is going to do the trick, It will not. It's not uncommon for me to have patients that are referred to me by their primary care doctor. Their primary care doctor has said, all your surgeon needs to do is write a letter and it will be covered. What makes it difficult for me is that I'm the specialist. I've only seen you now for the first time. You may have been seeing your primary care doctor for I don't know how many years. You've built up this trust, this rapport. If that person that you trust is telling you this new person just needs to write a letter, and I tell you it doesn't work that way, then you may think that I'm not being honest. And I don't want that for you, when in fact, it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with that policy. One other thing to know is I am a huge proponent for traditional Medicare. If you are over the age of 65, or I think you can even get on at age of 63, if you have the option for traditional Medicare or a Medicare replacement plan, meaning it's going to take the place of Medicare, you need to do traditional Medicare all the way each and every time. If you want extra help, you can get a supplement, not a replacement. Because I have found, certainly if you are needing procedures done in a year, you may not have the same coverage as somebody with traditional Medicare. Now, the people that are trying to sell you that Medicare replacement plan are going to do their darndest to make sure that you sign up for their plan. A lot of times your out of pocket is going to be different. A lot of times for a procedure, a lot of times your coverage for a procedure will be different. For instance, like with traditional Medicare, it covers bariatric surgery. There are a lot of Medicare replacement plans that do not cover that procedure. The same can happen with certain orthopedic surgeries as well. That's some more food for thought. Just get really informed whenever you talk to your insurance companies. It's tough because a lot of times you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what questions to ask. You can first start off asking, what is my deductible? What's my out-of-pocket? What are my copays going to be? Meaning, what am I going to be charged whenever I go to the doctor's office? If you want a specific procedure, you need to ask, is that particular procedure covered by my insurance plan? Then you can kind of go from there. If you're not sure, I said I'm going to have listed below several of the procedure codes that we use in bariatric surgery, for sleeve, for bypass, duodenal switch, and for revision. Hope that this helps you guys. Call your people, be informed. Remember, you're the one that's paying for your policy. You are the customer. You are not just some flim-flam person off the street. You are the customer and you deserve good customer service. You are buying a product from a company. They need to provide that to you. Hope this helped.